What's up, guys? Nethervvoid here with more World of Tanks subscriber replays for you. I've got a couple more replays actually were sent to me, I think the previous week. It kind of depends on when you're seeing this video. And man, my FPS is pretty bad. I think it's all that smoke and dust and stuff. Anyway, this replay was sent to me by Big Mac 9511, driving 215B 183, otherwise known as the Death Star. And this isn't really a great game per se, but it's very entertaining to show you how lol these TDs are. I know they're getting nerfed in 8.11, and that's on the test server right now. I kind of want to get on the test server and mess around. My weekend's pretty packed. I got, seriously, it's like every weekend now it's super packed. I don't know what happened starting in 2014, but it's ridiculous. So he's doing a little side scraping here. I think he's just firing a standard HE shell. I don't think he has gold in here, right? Oh, he's shooting the Hesh. 275 pen, 175 damage, 1750 damage. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's troll right there. I think this is the gold round, actually. Let's look at the gold round. I think this is it. Penetration 92. No, that's the HE. So he's firing the gold round. Alright, there we go. And Java is trolling me. He keeps trying to do updates. There we go. Fixed. Okay, here we go. Oh, still doesn't get any hits. And let's see if we can... Boom! Troll one-shots the T-32. This Hesh ammo is troll. Now, people were saying they're having hard times with the Hesh because the pen is not very high, and it's sometimes hard to get a hit with this thing. It's very trolly. I don't know how true that is. I guess it is. But yeah, it's only got... Well, it says it's got 275 pen. That's still pretty high, especially in Tier 10 games. And it does 1,750 damage per shot. Tiger 2, boom, one shot. You're one shot in Tier 8 heavy tanks. So, I know that a lot of the 850 damage tanks, TDs, are getting nerfed to 750. But I didn't see anything for this tank. I didn't see anything for the super huge Death Star type tanks like the JPC 100. JPC E12. They could be. Maybe I didn't read the patch notes close enough. Here's a T-34. This guy's definitely gonna get one shot if he was loaded. Which he is. Boom! He gets killed again. He has to make sure he doesn't get a troll shot into the track, though. It will absorb everything. If the 5100 was gonna come around and try to kill this guy, I really don't know what he was doing right there. A 5100 against a Batchat, usually not a good idea. So that's not how you drive a 5100. So he's still doing pretty good. He's got 3 kills. I think he shot 4 times. He's one-shot 3 tanks in a row with this Hesh ammo. It is really super troll. Here's an IS-8. He has a chance to kill him in one shot. This is a Tier 9. But we will see. He's also getting a lot of troll bounces, which is kind of interesting. He won't bounce the IS-8 shell, I don't think. Boom! One shots the IS-8. Oh my god, super troll video, and that's kind of why you're seeing this. This is Lolsville all the way. I can't believe it. 4 kills, all one shots. They should have a special medal for that. Like Uber Hacksaw button medal or something like that, because that is super hacks, man. Seriously, he's one-shotting tanks. He's one-shotting Tier 8 and 9 heavy tanks. I mean, come on. Boom, another one-shot. Another one-shot. Dude has 7,300 damage so far, all off one-shots. He's one-shot 5 dudes now. Oh my god. This is crazy. So, this guy does take 30 seconds to reload, but who cares? Especially if you have support. It's like, you don't really care that it takes forever to reload, right? So there, his Hesh round is loaded. Now he's going to go find someone else to troll. There's an Artie left. It's going to be really hard to troll this Artie. I don't know. And boom! 6 kills, 6 one-shots. Whoa, just WTF. I mean, come on. This thing, they need to cut that damage almost in half. Maybe 1,200 damage on that shell, because come on. So anyway, that was a cool video approved by 2 different guys. Who approved this again? Let me look that up real fast before we switch games here. Captain Obvious sent that in, and also Lahiru 1993. So let's get the second game here, which is a little bit more skill, but I thought this was a hilarious game, and that's what these guys said too when they sent it in. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, here's that second game with the T-54 game, and I really love this tank, and you're going to see why in a sec. But let's talk about end plates real quick. First plate for that last game, obviously Top Gun, so much damage and credits and XP. Kills 6 guys, all one-shots. You can see one shot on each tank, spots a bunch of guys. Second plate here, he gets 7,832 damage, kills 6 tanks, 1,300 XP, pretty awesome. Last plate, potential damage 2,000, so he got a couple bounces, obviously. Did really good there, and just a crazy game. He made 8,000 even shooting all that gold, so he even made money. Anyway, let's get back to this game here. You're seeing the T-54 going up the hill here. I think this is a good idea. Get you up the hill faster. This was sent to me by Copiati, and this was approved, and I keep losing this. I have like 400 screens now to watch out. So he hits the scout there, which is pretty awesome. The T-71 hits him again. T-71 getting juiced by the T-54. This is why the T-54 is just a 500 million times better scout than the T-71. Just have a T-54 to do it. And that's why I was saying scouts don't really have a place in the game, in my opinion. Because why wouldn't you just use a T-54? You know, why would you use that little tiny scout like that? Again, in World of Tanks. In real warfare, yeah, you want to use a light tank that's never really going to fight, is what it is. So anyway, this was approved by Zequel. Nice approval here. He was the only guy that approved it. It's a really good game. It's a fairly standard T-54 game, but it's still really good and shows off kind of how to play this tank. So T-69 coming up right here. He's obviously spotted. It's going to be easy to pen that guy. T-69 is going to have a hard time penning this T-54 because it has pretty nice armor for a medium. T-69 does not have a very good pen gun. I think it's like, I want to say it's like 175 on its pen, so it's going to have a hard time. Again, Java update. Shut up. I don't want to update you, or I would have already done it already. So, also wanted to give a shout out to Sander. Apparently, him and his friends have some kind of bet going on that I wouldn't give him a shout out or something like that. So there it is, buddy, and collect your money and go spend it wisely. Get some white gold or something. And what else did I want to talk about? There's a couple other things, actually. Oh! So this guy's platooned, and this kind of a platoon just doesn't make any sense, really. You've got an M103 heavy tank, a medium T-54, and then a Jagdtiger Tier 9 TD. Those 3 tanks usually play very different roles and in very different positions. The Jagdtiger and the or Jagdtiger, I think it's Jagdtiger, yeah, and the M103 kind of can play together, but the T-54 generally doesn't play with those other tanks, especially on like this map. So, I mean, the best platoons are typically all the same tank. First of all the same tank. Secondly, all the same, if you can't get that, all the same tank style or type, like all mediums, all heavies, all TDs, or something like that. That generally, in my opinion, and from what I've experienced, is the best way to platoon. That's going to get you the best results, because what you're going to do with that is you're going to overwhelm that aspect of the game and just wreck the enemy in that area. Let's say flanking or something. Like say you have three mediums, right? You can wolf pack and flank and just tear up a whole side of the game, and then the enemy team's not going to be able to react to it. So now he's getting double-sided here. That other T-54 there, getting kind of messed up by the Centurion as well. That's good. Those T-54s are hard to handle, man. That's why I love my T-54. But now he's getting shot from both sides. Not really trolled, it's just bad positioning. This is where he's got some bad positioning. And some of that is because the friendly team is having a hard time handling these guys over here. The Donut is being being pushed on pretty hard because they've got, what, a T-54, T-69, and E-50. Had a T-71, but I think he egressed to a different area. There's the E-50. He went all the way around the backside. Looks like he's trying to help those guys on the hill a little bit right there. So, Copiati, I'm probably watching the map thinking, okay, I'm going to mess with these guys. First of all, I don't want them to go behind. I want to keep the team split up a little bit. See, he's clicking, he's saying, look, the E-50's right there. We need to get rid of that guy. He's a wild card. We need to take that guy out. So they lose their IS-3. It's a good tank. Well, they got a couple more. Oh, and he gets nailed by the T-69. But he gets a good hit on him as well, I believe. trying to watch two different things at the same time. Now the T-54 decides, you know what, I'm rushing, which is kind of dumb since he at least takes out the one tank, but now he's very damaged. And he's getting some bounces, but also, oh, he gets hit right there. T-54 getting low on health here. Oh, that's why, because Copiati decides to load gold and troll the guy. So, and again, you know, it's in the game, and he worked, you know, it is what it is, but that should have been probably, Copiati should have been killed right there, because if you're both firing AP rounds, the T-54 should have technically kind of been bouncing on each other. Good job waiting for the T-69 there, and the T-69 should have swarmed in and took him out. But Copiati also did a really good job keeping that T-54 in between him and the T-69, something the T-69 should have not allowed him to do. The Jagdtiger was probably shooting the T-69. I didn't really look at that. I mean, that could have been an issue. Although I don't think so. So the Jagdtiger gets a nice track on him, which is great. He does go down in flames, but that helps Copiati, his teammate here, take him out. Boom, he's dead. So Copiati having a really huge impact on this game, which you can do in the T-54. It is a monster tank. You can definitely carry with this tank. It's because it's a couple of things. It's a great tank. It's got great armor layout for a medium. It's got great mobility. It's really awesome mobility. The gun is really good. I think he's got the top gun loaded, the newer one. Let's check. Yeah, 201 penetration. It's the oh wait, yeah, UBR 412D. Oh, that's the round. But he's got that top gun with the 201 pen, 300 and something damage. There's the E50. I don't know what he was doing. He was basically sleeping. He might have killed those guys on the other side though. But it's too late now. Separated from the group a little bit too much. He should have stuck on that one side and pushed on Copiati with those other dudes and cleared out the donut. That's what they should have done. I mean, hindsight's 20/20, but that was the issue there, is they split their guys up too much. They should have just swarmed the donut. They had plenty of guys that were already there. Instead, they egressed to different areas, and I think that cost them the game right there. They're only down a tank, so if they would have done that and just rushed those two guys, those two mediums, which are a lot easier to kill than heavies, should kill those mediums, and then you can start going after the heavies, because the heavies are not going to be moving as quickly generally, whereas if you leave mediums alone, they're going to flank you. They're going to get behind you. They're going to have a field day with you, which is what Copiati did right there. 5 kills to his credit. Looking like he's trying to kill this IS-3. He's trying to at least help this guy out. Now, I think that's front armor. I think he thinks it was side armor. But I think that's front armor, and so he hits him in the spaced armor anyway, so it didn't really matter, but... So I think the IS-3 is going to beat this 1375 if 1375 doesn't flank, but you can't flank. The IS-3, you're not going to be able to flank him in the... or circle him in a 1375. You're just not going to be able to do it. He's got too good a mobility. So he's tracked. Again, shoots him in the spaced armor. Now, the IS-3 is almost impenetrable from the side for most tanks, just because it's got the tracks and a slight space where you can actually hit it in the side and then troll spaced armor right there. So he goes down. Nice moves by Copiati here. I probably would have moved in a little bit sooner. I probably would have swarmed him almost immediately because the 1375 was in there with a decent amount of hit points. The only problem with that can be, like, if that guy dies when you're on your way in, and then it's mano-a-mano and you're up close with the heavy, which is kind of what you don't want to be most of the time. In a medium, even the T-54 would probably have a hard time circling an IS-3. It probably could do it because it has probably the best, at least for the tanks I own. I'm not sure if the T-62A has better mobility, but it has pretty much the best mobility in the game as far as traverse. I think it has like over 100 traverse degrees per second, and then it's got like 25-to-1 power to weight ratio. You know what? I already have the stats up. I don't want to just look. And that's the game. Let me talk about the plates for this, but let's look at the power to weight ratio really quick on this thing. 18.2. That's wrong. That is definitely wrong. Power to weight ratio. Yeah, 20. Okay, so that's not as good as I thought it was. The tier 10's probably better. But it's got great traverse on it. What is the traverse here? Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's look at the plates. Let's look at the plates here. So great game, steel wall, top gun, sniper, which I think is changing now in 8.11. You actually have to have hits from over 200 or 300 meters. I can't remember what it is. I think it's 300 meters, or it's not a sniper, which makes sense. If you're right in the guy's face, how's that a sniper shot? You know, lots of kills here. Get 6 kills. Look at all those hits on people. Tons of damage on different guys. He has a 5,400 damage game, I think. We'll look in a second. Tons of spotting. That's probably why he had a ridiculous amount of XP there. So let's sort for damage here. We got 5,404 damage, which is what shows up on the mod as well. Again, 6 kills, 1,400 experience. Really awesome game. Third plate here. Potential damage received, and this is why the T-54 is so troll and such a badass tank. 4,100 damage potential. And that's really insane for a medium tank, so this thing is beast. Now, he did shoot a lot of gold, that's why he only made 6,400, but again, with premium, he made 6,400 shooting gold. In my opinion, if you fire gold, you should never make money, because you shouldn't be able to just reload gold again. Gold should be premium. It should be every once in a while you shoot it. You know, it shouldn't be every game or whatever. Again, that's my opinion. I know people don't believe in it or believe that with me, but it's my opinion. Anyway, keep sending your replays in to dgnetsubmissions@gmail.com. Really need to get more of those in and get more of them for the approval team and myself. I actually am starting to look through them and try to pick some out myself as well. Help out the approval team while they're helping me out. If you want to be on the approval team, please put your WAT name and your email address in the video description, or I'm sorry, in the comment section, and I will check you out to see if you qualify for the approval team. All you have to have is better stats than me, which is pretty much over your last 1,000 games or so, have like a 1,300 efficiency or something like that. So anyway, let me know what you think about this, and as always, stay frosty, guys.